We just closed out the month of October with 159 pips. Not as much as I would have liked to have made, but it marked the 11th month in the last 12 that we've made money. These are the odds I want to see. This is the consistency that I hope to achieve week after week, month after month. Trading is not about one or two legendary trades that you can tell stories about to your grandchildren, although we'd all love to do that, but about coming out ahead week after week, month after month. In this channel, I've shown you the good weeks, the bad weeks, the winners, the losers, and the recovery. That's real trading, and you can do it too. My methodology is simple. Number one, understand the fundamentals. Of course, that's easier said than done, but it doesn't change much week to week. I do the work for our members with our fundamental heat map, where we already set for the week what our biases are for each of the currencies in terms of bullish or bearish, and our trading calendar, which gives us a sense of how economic data can fare and whether that can support our trade. But for you, you can follow me on Twitter, you can read my reports on 60secondinvestor.com, you can follow Forex Live, for example, and still get a good sense of how countries are moving and what the economies are doing. Number two, wait for the technical setup. In my case, I use ZIP. I like to wait for a ZIP buy signal, or a ZIP sell signal, or some kind of retrace to the ZIP indicator line. Number three, make sure market sentiment is on your side. Is it risk on or is it risk off? Last week's video, I talked about how to gauge market sentiment and what indicators to look at. So you can refer back to that video so if you need to determine what market sentiment is and whether it supports your trade. Number four, trade with a defined stop or limit. Each trade must have same stop or limit, at least for my trading. I don't change it based upon the trade because I am looking for a high hit or win rate, not one or two winning trades and a bunch of losers. That's how I stay consistent and build our equity, slowly, week after week, month after month. Number five, I have a pip target that keeps me focused on the goal every week. And lastly, at the end of the week, I square up and we start fresh on Sunday Asia trade. We don't let a week of losses or a week of winners affect our psychology. We start with a blank slate and we start with new trades. You too can achieve my level of consistency by having a clear methodology, making sure that the external environment is on your side, may it be fundamentals, market sentiment, or overall trend, and most importantly, have a goal, stick with it. Now let's take a look at this week's trades. So let's scroll back all the way to Sunday. All of my trades are live to our members and timestamped, so there's no way that there's any ambiguity. So if we go back to Sunday, we're just as Tuesday, just give me a second. We'll get to Sunday in a second. So we start trading Asia Open on Sunday. So on Sunday, I laid out three trades: Kiwi CAD, Kiwi Dollar, and Aussie Kiwi. So I was short Kiwi across the board. And we had a retrace to the ZIP indicator line in Kiwi CAD. We had also a retrace, or we're below the ZIP indicator line. We were in the sell zone. And with Aussie Kiwi, we had a beautiful ZIP buy signal. The reasons for the trade are always provided. Kiwi reports a continued rise in COVID-19 cases, and it was the weakest currency of the day. I also added a euro-dollar trade. It was alongside here because we had some ZIP buy signals, so I thought that could work out. In the New York session, our Kiwi CAD, euro-dollar, and Aussie Kiwi hit target. Unfortunately, we were stopped in Kiwi dollar, which was actually a pity because we were stopped and then it kind of retraced lower. But still, 3 out of 4 is what I want to see. Those are the odds that we want to have, and I love waking up to profits. Then Monday, New York, we went short Euro Aussie, short Euro CAD, short Euro Dollar, and short Kiwi CAD. So short across the board, provide the charts. Euro Aussie had a typical ZIP sell signal. Euro CAD had a beautiful ZIP sell signal as well. And we saw the same signal in Euro Dollar and Kiwi CAD ZIP sell signals across the board. And that day we had German IFO released. It was weaker. We also had come off a string of softer Eurozone data. So it was the reason why we sold euros across the board. And we made money in Euro Aussie, and we closed Euro CAD, Euro Dollar for targets. Eventually Euro Dollar, Euro CAD, Euro Aussie all hit targets that morning, so it made for a really good Monday session. On Tuesday evening, we had a series of trades: Euro CAD, Kiwi Swiss, Aussie Swiss, Euro Dollar, always providing the charts with those trades as well as the rationale. And we closed Euro Dollar before because I thought it was a mistake. Then I reloaded it. Woke up in the morning. Aussie Swiss hit target when I woke up. Euro Dollar we closed for a minor loss, and we also closed Kiwi Swiss. And we started again on Tuesday morning with some additional trades, and always charts and rationales to go with all the trades. On this day, we went short Euro Kiwi on a retrace, and we were in the zip sell zone. The reason was because there was a string of Eurozone data disappointments. Kiwi was one of the strongest currencies, and Euro Kiwi hit target relatively quickly. So lots of different trades. By Tuesday, we're already up 107 pips. Kept on trading, and lots of different opportunities. This one we actually bought Aussie Kiwi in the Asia session. And we had some more trading on Wednesday: short Euro Yen, short Kiwi Yen, short Kiwi Dollar, all risk off trades. As you can see, these were tougher because we did have zip sell signals, but we had a little bit of a bounce and then to the New York Open. And then we closed our trades, and we did not trade on Thursday because we had US GDP and ECB, so we don't trade on US GDP and ECB day. And we came back and we traded on Thursday evening in Asia and Friday. Bought Aussie Kiwi, sold Euro Swiss. This was the Aussie Kiwi trade. This was not the perfect trade, but we had been coming off of very strong Australian retail sales data and Australian PPI numbers. Also sold Euro Swiss, and both trades hit target. Aussie Kiwi actually hit target before I went to sleep. Euro Swiss, I woke up to profits in that trade, and I lowered the stop on Kiwi Yen. So, lots of different trades here, and we ended up the week up 123 pips with meeting our 100 pip target. And for next week, we'll be trading every single day except for Tuesday Asia and Wednesday when we have the FOMC rate decision, and then Thursday when we have non-farm payrolls report. So that's how the week shaped up. If you want to trade alongside me or learn more about Zip, I invite you to visit bkforex.com.